I want very much to like this book more than I did, because there's so much that Truong does, which is a powerful, original, necessary. Others have written that this is a book of immersion, that a reader has to settle into the world and move along with the characters, enjoying them and discovering the tensions and scandals along the way. True. And combined with an unreliable narrator, Truong says it's an unreliable reader, but wait a moment on that. An unreliable narrator who works candidly and sincerely with a form of synesthesia, who grows up with a family largely distanced and ever antagonistic towards her in the small-town American South. We want to understand her better, to discover her along with the story. All of this during exposition and development in the first half of the novel is almost compelling. Some will then say that the plot has twists and surprises. The blurb on the book suggests a secret past. But there's a difference between a character or narrator who discovers something to which she was blind, and a narrator, or in this case author, who deliberately withholds information in order to shock the reader. Truong's twists, I think, lean far too heavily, even awkwardly, in this latter area. No plot level, character level, or even larger thematic level of reason exists for this withholding of information. We learn nothing meaningfully significant from the twist, nor does the character, because she has always known this information. Truong became, I think, too enamored of the idea of surprising the reader to recognize that her character had no reason to do so. Truong speaks in interviews of creating an unreliable reader and narrative blank spaces for us to fill in. It's a curious idea, and one certainly worth investigating narratively. Unfortunately, at its worst, it feels more like a badly written M. Night Shyamalan script. Surprise for the sake of surprise only pollutes the rest of the story, as it largely did for me in the second half of the novel. I no longer even liked the characters. Now, enough of that. If you like big twists simply for the fun of them, you need not find any of this a bad thing. Fortunately, the second half of the novel works hard to enrich some of these characters and strengthen the links between protagonist and a number of historical and literary themes, Virginia Dare, the Wright brothers, etc. along the way. Very interesting. Finally, though, however, that final twist or secret past is only just this: a story withheld from the protagonist that she learns. Okay, good for her. She heard it. But, once again, there's little for the characters to grow from, or that feeds the earlier challenges faced. What we do get as readers, satisfying enough, is an understanding of family and the narratives we inexpertly craft for them. This alone is reason enough to recommend the book, but with the caveats I just talked about. Truong makes it difficult on herself, I think. She deliberately offers us Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird as a model for her book, and then falls far short of it herself.